26.2 left.
What happened 8 months ago?
So 8 months ago, my girlfriend and I were out for an easy run, nothing out of the ordinary. And on the last mile, something didn't feel right in my chest. And before I knew it, my heart rate was around 220. I started to lose my vision. I started to feel like I was gonna pass out. My chest started hurting as if someone was giving me a really tight hug. I noticed that my heart rate still wasn't declining, and we went straight to the hospital. About 45 minutes later, my heart rate finally started to drop below 220, and then was admitted with the newfound information that what I had just had was a heart attack, and there was levels of troponin in my blood. It was just a lot of testing, a lot of blood being drawn, a lot of questions being asked by myself, my family, and the doctors. A lot of question marks being raised as no one really knew what was going on or why this thing was happening, what caused it. There was really no answers to be had. You know, a lot of people keep asking, what's my why behind this race? And I don't necessarily have a specific answer aside from I needed this race to kind of prove to myself that you can withstand even something like a heart attack, get right back on your bike, and still achieve some great things. And no matter what obstacles you run into, you'll always have that in the back of your mind that there's nothing you can't do.
That is work done. Ironman training done. It's game time now. This was the last workout of all of my Ironman training. We've got 5 days until showtime. It's done, it's over. Now it's just time to put the work to the test, see how we perform. It's been good, but
How are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel good, I feel excited. You know, a lot of people keep asking me, like, it's your first Ironman, you know, are you ready? And honestly, I don't really know. 6 months ago, I couldn't even swim. A year ago, never ran more than 13 miles. So like, I don't know. I don't really know what to expect, but what I do know is that I put in the work and given everything this last year to sort of come back from what was probably the worst year of my life and come back and try and make something great of it.
It is Saturday, October 26th. I am now about 10 hours out from my very first Ironman. I'm taking on Ironman California. This will be my first ever triathlon, and we're going for the full distance. So I don't know exactly what to expect, as this is my first one, but I'm ready to face it head on.
Are you nervous for tomorrow?
Honestly, yeah, I am. And I'm not afraid to say it. I am a bit nervous to take this thing on. I trust my training, and I know that I put in the work, and I know that I have the mental for it, but this year I've kind of fought this battle of sort of always having the idea in the back of my mind, like, can something like this happen again? And as much as I try to stay positive about it and sort of block out the noise, those thoughts often creep in when it comes down to crunch time, like today. So I am nervous, but at the same time, I'm ready. When we stepped out into the river for this practice swim, it was colder than anything I'd been in before. So that was kind of a wake-up call. The panic set in, the cold shock came quickly after, and it's going to be the monster that I have to tame on race day. And I know in the back of my head that I can do it. It's just gonna take a strong mental to get me through those 2.4 miles.
What advice would you give to someone looking to start training for their first Ironman?
Start with confidence. Start with the idea and the belief that you have the ability, regardless of what obstacles are in your way, whether it be anxiety about a health issue, whether it be about some muscular pain, whatever it is, just start the process with the idea that I can overcome what's going to be thrown at me. It's going to be difficult. I will cross that finish line.
In the water, making their way into the American River, coming to you live from the American River banks right now, and take a look. Each of these athletes has a huge day ahead of them, 17 hours to complete not only a 2.4 mile swim, not only a 112 mile bike ride, but also, to end it all, a 26.2 full marathon ending at the state capitol.
It's one of those situations where you think you're strong, you think you're unstoppable, till you get thrown in with the sharks. Then you really get to see who you are deep down and what you're actually capable of. Earlier this year, I was thrown to the sharks, and there was really no option but to sink or swim. And I decided that I wasn't just going to sit around and live my life in fear. Instead, I decided to look at it as a glass half full, and that this is just the beginning of the story.